Next, we have Mr. Anshav Jain, who is a true entrepreneur and a corporate professional with 21 plus years of expertise in business strategy, business development and marketing, business process re-engineering, and digital transformation. He's also an angel investor and startup mentor, business consultant, and a serial entrepreneur. Anshav Jain is now running his own global organization as the founder and MD of Bringle UK and India. He has lost his high-paying corporate job after growing 16 times in just 11 years and has tried 21 plus ideas in 21 plus years, lost 7 plus businesses in 7 plus years with a debt of $500,000 before transforming a loss-making business into a self-sustainable $100 million plus global startup.
Where exactly the model which we are currently working upon as well. So more qualified people than jobs in India today, that is one of the biggest problem. Indian youth from tier 1 colleges are also underemployed. Forget about tier 2, tier 3 or tier 4 cities. And this is coming in from a Delhi Technical University student out there. Lack of open source and knowledge available, lack of specific knowledge with respect to experience. The students who are going for internship, they're not getting right internships. There are most of them are also interested only at a stipend or maybe getting that certificate. But what is the real value which is being provided? Organizations are also not able to spend that quality time with them because they know that after 1 or 2 months they will leave the organization and probably join somewhere else. So it's becoming a big bit of a problem for everybody out there. Now, this is just a problem. I'm sharing it with you. I'm not getting into solution immediately onto it, but I will talk about it. Now, why is our youth facing such issues? There are three main reasons why 95% of our youth are not able to explore their true potential and struggling for jobs. One, they're unaware and unclear about the skill sets, their own skill sets, and even the industry. How the industry is changing, what is happening in the industry, and there is a big question mark or unclear issues which are coming in. They're not employable. When I say they're not employable for the future digital skill sets which are required in the industry, because the education system is still not attuned to that to train them as per those aspects. uh, Red versus blue ocean. Everybody is running towards job, that I should get an employment and things like that. Nobody is thinking, can I create some more jobs for the country and give everybody on them? Become an entrepreneur, create more opportunities for the people, be an icon for so many people like Ritesh Agarwal from Oyo. You have Bhavesh Agarwal from Ola. There are so many entrepreneurs like that, including your Mark Zuckerberg or Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. These are all young entrepreneurs. They have left their degrees and worked on that model, and we have so many examples, so we should work on that. Now, considering all that situation, we are currently now working with our mission Zero Unemployment. The idea here is to transforming India into a self-sustainable and financially independent economy, leading to zero unemployment. And the book which we are launching for this and a live charity event in August is called Sone ki Chidiya ko Jagao. India was called as a golden bird, a Sone ki Chidiya. But what has happened over a period of time? We were actually the number one economy for the first 10 centuries after AD out there. But what has happened to us? The invaders came in, everybody started stripping off and literally stripped off our glory out of from us. We were divided into two countries, and in fact, there are a lot of rifts which has been created because of that. Which we call it as freedom, so called, but we were separated out. We were partitioned. We were divided. The whole idea here is how we could awaken that golden bird again, and this can happen only if we work towards with our youth and children of our country, the 54% of the population who are the future of our country. If we don't upskill them or reskill them now, help them to know themselves much better at this point in time, this in India may have another challenge coming in. I don't know how many of you are aware, but China has already destroyed the Pakistan economy. They've destroyed Sri Lankan economy. Now they're actually injecting lot of or giving lot of money to Nepal and Bangladesh as well. They're already circling us around, and it's becoming a big problem for the country. If we don't become strong at this point in time, that we can get into a major social crisis over a period of time. Some of the demographic advantages I mentioned, 54% of the young population, which is less than 30 years old, less than 50% of our young generation gets some sort of formal education in our country. And that's again a bigger problem in the industry. Uh, Now, one more fact which I just wanted to share with you before I move forward. Currently, 34 million educated youth are unemployed, and another 17 million actually don't want to do the jobs. So where is the problem? Is the youth a problem? Is industry is a problem, or the education is the problem? And I'm talking about educated youth. These are not uneducated ones. Uneducated ones actually have lesser unemployment rate than the educated ones. So is education ruining us or helping us to grow? It's a big question which we need to ask. Now, what are those
I
seven
think so.
futuristic
I
jobs?
I think so. We can
Vijay,
get
can
into
we
it.
take the questions? Can we take the questions at the end of it? I'll just finish it off in 5 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So there are seven futuristic job skill set, digital skill set, which everybody should be focusing upon for the next decade or maybe further. The first one is design thinking. You can design something so much of great quality even when it does not exist, even if it is an idea stage. And you can do that designing, create a 5 year, 10 year, 50 year plan on that and create a visionary thinking. That is called design thinking. You can work once you have a design, you have to create the right set of processes, make lean structures, we call that a lean startup, and having a right project management structure to make sure that you have the best of the efficiency and effectiveness into your system. You bring in the artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotics into the ecosystem, and there you can add a lot of value. And all of the youth and children have to design, or they can be fit into these seven skill sets which I mentioned about. Cloud computing, cybersecurity, blockchain, these are very important skill sets, and there's so many jobs available out there. UI, UX, AR, VR, metaverse. These are the new economies which are being created. Metaverse, which is Facebook itself, is going to invest $280 billion in metaverse development. There are companies like Microsoft, Nvidia, they are also working on that metaverse development. Bringle, we are creating a Bringleverse, the world's first metaverse, largest university in the world. And there will be a lot of creators would be required out there. Lot of artificial intelligence experts would be required out there. And growth marketing. You have a product, you've got a great product, but who will sell it? Who will market it? You need storytellers, you need growth marketers, you need growth hackers to grow that business from a basic single business idea to a multi-billion dollar companies. And finally, the data analytics. So as soon as you move ahead, you will generate lots of data. Technology, through marketing, through sales, and somebody has to analyze that and give a feedback to the team, various teams accordingly, so that you can grow forward. And that is why you will find quantum processors or quantum data analytics, which is coming up into that. In fact, at this point in time, data analytics is one of the fields which has the maximum jobs across the globe, and then followed by AI, ML, cybersecurity, blockchain, growth marketing. Every organization requires growth marketing. So if you have a bent of it, you can actually do that. Unfortunately or fortunately, 50% of them are not even developed fully yet. Whatever the names you are finding it out, probably they're only 50%. But if you are there into that industry, you will find new technologies, new ways of growth accordingly into that. But you have to prepare yourself well in the next 3 to 5 years' time. Now, why I'm doing this, this is my story, a little bit about myself. So I myself wanted to become an astronaut, and it's a very funny story, which is probably I've seen myself all three type of crises in my life: starting crisis, midlife crisis, and restart crisis. And I actually wanted to be an astronaut, wasted 2 years of my academic years in preparing for medical, and eventually joined engineering, which is, of course, one of the top five engineering institute, Delhi College of Engineering. I got into the job. My first job was not into engineering, it was into corporate sales. I loved that job. And but I thought, let me just try engineering because I spent my 4 years over there and I was getting admission into, through an all India test into Reliance Industries, which was my dream company. And I joined that. As soon as I landed into the world's largest grassroots refinery in Jamnagar, I realized I've done the biggest mistake of my life. this place does not belong to me. It is not what I belong to. This is totally a different, for a different personality. I took 2 years to come back to marketing and then eventually into operational excellence and then grew 16 times in just 11 years' time. I was the youngest vice president at the age of 34 years, earning the highest amount of salary in a global MNC before losing my high corporate paying job. So everybody faces challenge. And then I realized I started my entrepreneurship journey. And then I actually lost 7+ businesses in 7+ years. And then when I connect the dots back, I realized that I've been actually trying 21 plus ideas in last 21 plus years. And by the time that realization came in, I actually had a debt of more than $500,000. It took me a couple of years to transform the business of my loss-making business, Bengal, into $100 million global startup today, and becoming debt-free in just last year, which is in 2021. And that's my journey, which I see in different stages. And I thought, why not? I work with the youth and the children of our country and the entrepreneurs and support them on that. And that's where we started the whole vision statement of Mission Zero Unemployment, where we work with encourage, empower, and guide the 260 million plus youth and 500 million plus children towards employability and develop entrepreneurial mindset and increase their learning effectiveness to transformation and generate value through organized holistic skills development programs. And that's why we started focusing on skilling. uh, with this, what we are doing currently is we are measuring the employability index of each and every youth of the country. We are actually running a competition right now to find out the most employable youth in our country across the colleges. We are skilling, upskilling and reskilling the student going out in every universities. We have signed up agreements with many universities like Oriental University, Indore. We are working with Delhi University, Chandigarh University, Mumbai University, Parul University, Jawaharlal Nehru Technical University, and many more, which we are signing it up. And there we are working with them and helping them to do their skills profiling, helping them to connect, identify their core skill sets, and then grooming them and preparing them for the futuristic digital skill sets. Also working with their placement cells and incubation cells to develop the entrepreneurial mindset. So we will talk about more on gamification and other aspects later. It's just a slide which we are looking at. We have 50,000 plus experts spread across 70 plus countries today. And we have a global reach of 200 million plus in 140 plus countries. We are developing the world's largest metaverse university at this point in time. And this is done through a three-stage process of skills profiling, holistic skills development, and 100% job assistance. Uh, this is our five-stage certification designer unicorn methodology for entrepreneurship development, which we are running it in colleges and schools. And for each of you, just remember everything starts from you. So if you want to know about yourself, you can just go on our website, bengalacademy.com, click on know yourself out there, and you'll get a free program out there just to figure out what you want to do in your life. It's a complete career bingo program which has been created, which is designed by Harvard Business Review. So I've explained everything around that, and you'll be able to figure out where you should be going for that. It's a very well program. Now, before I move forward, I just want to give you this quick exercise and probably just quickly check it out. It is about your own skill set. It's a simple version of know yourself. So you have a knowledge of something and you have a reality on that, whether it is available on that. And considering that, if you know what you know, then you say, I know what I know. And maybe you can type it into the chat window. If you say, I know what I don't know, and I don't know what I don't know, and I don't know what I know, whichever segment you are in, please type in 1234 in the chat window for yourself. You will get a simple version of this in the Know Yourself program as well. You can just get it there, out there, with more programs out there. Uh, these are the same program I was talking about, Unleash Your Own Powers workshop. I'll just flip through into this and take it forward a little bit on our what the work we have done recently. This is about the book Sone ki Chidiya ko Jagao, which has been promoted in Dubai and various other countries right now. And now that is what the Mission Zero Unemployment is all about. I just need any questions with you, and are you there with me on this? Mission Zero Unemployment.
Sure,
Yeah, guys, anybody wants to reach out to me, I'm available on LinkedIn at Anshav Jain is my ID. You can easily reach out to me there. You won't find too many Anshav Jain out there.
I would like to thank Mr. Anshav Jain for his amazing speech. Actually, your vision is really fabulous. I support you in your entire enthusiasm. And this was actually amazing. It's out here. It's the real definition of social entrepreneurship.